Why is my pool builder taking so long to finish my pool? Well, I mean, the first reason could be that you're really anxious. You're really excited. This is a huge deal, getting a swimming pool installed, and you want to go swimming. And it could be that this person or this company have multiple projects going. And, as much as you just want to see somebody in your backyard all the time, getting your pool one step closer, they're in the next guy's backyard right now, and they'll be in your backyard soon, and you just have to be patient. That's, the first piece of advice I have, but it's not the only reason. I mean, swimming pool projects get delayed, and one of the biggest reasons why are weather delays. Nobody can really predict the weather. Nobody can control the weather. And many aspects of building a swimming pool are weather dependent. There's stages to the construction, and you can't do anything until you complete X stage. But if it's raining for the next 14 days and you can't do that particular job and nothing else can happen until you can do that, well, now you're 2 weeks behind. And these weather delays compound for pool builders because everybody's in the same boat. Like, you've got all these pools that all need the same kind of work done, and it's all weather dependent. And in a bad year where it's just raining all the time, man, you can end up with some pretty unhappy customers due to weather delays, and it's not really anything that you can do about it. They don't want it to be like that either. They also want to finish your project. But if there's just not very many sunny days, there's not a lot of days you can pour concrete, and you just have to work with that. The next thing that I'll say is that really more than ever, we're dealing with chronic shortages to equipment, materials, supplies, and even labor. And even currently, there's a global shortage of resin, so anything made of plastic is hard to get, and there's a shortage of shipping containers. So pretty much anything shipping anywhere globally is kind of a problem right now. And what that's resulted in is extensive delays for people building pools. You could be building a swimming pool, and you could be waiting on one little tiny widget, but you need that widget, and you can't finish your pool until you get it. Well, then I guess everybody's just going to sit on their hands until that widget shows up because there's nothing you can do about it. And when you're talking about delays for swimming pool equipment, after a lifetime doing this, what I can say is that on average, you're looking at like 6 weeks. Nothing comes quickly for swimming pools. It all comes slowly. Like, it's never a 3-day turnaround. It's always weeks. It's 6 weeks. And then it turns out they sent the wrong thing to begin with, and it's going to be another 6 weeks. That's what it looks like when you're ordering swimming pool stuff under normal times, normal conditions. When the supply chains are all broken, you can be talking months, many months. You can be talking the whole season. You can go a whole season with no pool heaters or something like that. So it is something that is relevant to the modern day. If you're having a swimming pool built, you could be looking at material shortages, and it could be that your builder can't do anything about it. We have a little bit of pull here and there where we can tell our suppliers, like, look, man, I need this widget so bad, go get me one. And if you have some pull, they'll find you one. But there's limits to this, and builders are all dealing with these problems right now. So kind of everybody's used up all their favors, and it is what it is. And you just are dealing with delays that are longer than normal right now. What's another reason? Another reason for delays in building your pool. Your pool builder could be waiting for funds to clear. You might have given them a check, or somebody else for some other project might have given them some money, but it could take days, a week, 2 weeks or more for these funds to clear with some banks. And some people just don't have the bankroll to go and buy the expensive thing that you need for your project to take the next step. And they're kind of just, like putting you off for a little bit as they're buying time for these funds to clear. And that's surprisingly common within the pool industry. And then I guess the final reason that I'll mention is it could be that your pool builder has purposefully overbooked themselves. And the logic here is like, look, once I've dug up your backyard, you're my customer. What are you going to do? You can't go to another pool company with a half-built pool and say, hey, this guy's jerking me around. You build my pool. Nobody wants to touch that. That's a nightmare. Somebody else started it, they can finish it. And so now you're kind of at the mercy of this guy who's overbooked it himself. And that is something that's existed in the industry for as long as I've been in it. And so you do have to kind of guard against that to the best of your ability when you're vetting and hiring the person who's going to be building your swimming pool. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.